like replace the culture and the mindset with a culture of personal responsibility. A few years ago, I was talking to Susie McCrae, okay? And we were talking about some travel plans and all of that. And one thing was profound. She said, I'm efficient, self-efficient. I can take care of myself. Remember that, Susie? So you said that, and that like stuck in my mind. I wish everybody can have the same mentality. Doesn't mean that you and I don't have it, but I wish everybody would think in that way independently. Like really to earn things, not to be handed for free as a free lunch there. So we can all use a bit of Susie, right? One of the upcoming projects in America is going to be a tour nationwide called Sushi with Susie. I'm not entirely kidding. Yeah.
How kind of you to remember that conversation.
I pay attention.
Yeah, you do. You sure do.
Our old vehicle was not going to take us to where we're going to go. That's clear, right? We needed to have a place to prepare for the good new vehicle. It operates differently. It's a different level. It's a luxury vehicle. We need to go through a place to prepare to how to operate the next vehicle. Does that make sense? Victory with Ash. Why is it with Ash? I think you know me. I like to stay low key and all of that. Okay. Now, with all seriousness, but why for the first time I mentioned my name? Because it's more personal to me, and I'm the only link in between old vehicle and new vehicle. So that's where we're going to bridge the two, old and new. The good news, keep your wallet away. Not going to break your bank. That's why we created Victory with Ash. And you will see it in the coming days. But until we do that, I'm going to talk about three things you're going to find in Victory with Ash platform. Okay. We've highlighted three crucial elements, okay, foundations, pillars to our Victory with Ash. Number one is rise. Rise. That we call them the 3R reality or the 3R rally cry. All right. So number one, rise. Lift your expectations and believe in what, okay, can be built together collectively. Reset. Got to reboot. Got to refresh. Okay. Let go of the limiting beliefs and old habits that no longer serve that vision. Let it go. Cut it off. All right. Let go. We're going to talk about refocus. Channel your energy toward growth, learning, and shared success. Rise, reset, refocus. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the functionality of the communication in Victory with Ash. We're going to give you constant updates, periodic live training with experts. I'm not going to be the big mouth here. Okay, I got people who are more qualified and more experienced on the topics to come on board. We're going to really make a difference for those who use that value, okay, and engage. So now we're going to talk about the mechanics. So how do we go from unpassive to Victory with Ash? That's the only gateway will take us to the next business, right? You follow me so far? I know I'm going too fast, but from now on, as early as next week, okay, or this week technically, within the next few days, all right, during the week, after Sunday, after the weekend, time zone conflict. We expect to start working on this transition from old, go through this victory. So when are you going to have access to it? Immediately after we do this new priority placement. So underline this. We're going to do priority positioning into Victory with Ash. Those are going to lead the world, okay? Because Victory with Ash, after we take, the priority is obviously on passive members. You got this already, right? I know you're sharp and I'm paying attention, okay? Now, after we give you that privilege, not right, we chose to, not in an inheritance, inheritance fashion. We're going to really do the right thing. Those who are fitting to be the top, positions, and then we allow them not only to share and invite and expand their circle within Victory with Ash, but also they can get outsiders. Remember we said now you can invite anybody? Aha. After today, those who were saying for the last, I don't know, many months, who were saying, what to do? What can I do? Gina Leva always asks me, that question. What do you expect from us, Ash? Okay, what should we? Now you can get busy. It's all in your hands. If I have time, I'll tell you the story about all in your hands. Okay, so we are going to execute an application. We did survey 1, survey 2. Now we're going to execute an application. That application is going to go to everybody. It will be posted in the ecosystem. You fill up the application. It's either going to be 10 or 11. As of now, we have 10. We're thinking of another topic. It could be 11. 11 questions. Okay? Very sophisticated application, but not complicated. Anyone can do it. It will take you a couple of minutes if you want to transition into something will reward you lifelong for many years. So we're going to give you enough time to fill up the application. We built the mechanism to sort out in a technological way, but also in a human way, to see who those we consider to give the link to Victory with Ash so they can be registered. And after that, if anybody goes to join free Victory with Ash, will not be able to do that. It will simply say, sorry, gotta find out. An inviter is by invitation only. What's going to happen to the thousands of people that we know there will be chasing this? Hundreds of thousands? Who knows? They're going to look for you. You're going to be the hunted. They're going to be hunting for you, those who get that privilege. They're going to be looking. Do you have a link that I can join? They're not going to have a link on the website. They're not going to have it anywhere. Only with those top positions in Victory with Ash. And then the whole world is going to follow you. Mind-boggling. Do you see why I'm excited? Anybody realize that? Okay, so, and the acceptance is going to be based on your input. It's not a test. It's telling us a little bit more information, verifiable information, and it's going to be privately operated. Once you're invited, then you can begin to invite others. Are we going to give you the tools to do that? Sharing, emails, templates, media, all of, absolutely. Like drinking water. So simple, seamless. You could do that if you want to expand your circle. What does that mean? Quantify again. There's going to be a KYC step. Is the KYC is gonna like check your bank and your credit? No, 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 no. Just gonna make sure those people that will take us to the next chapter are real people, because we're a real company with real products, real value. Those who we allow, they've got to do that 1 minute step. KYC. Is it O-Verify from the old on passive? Is it like something that we built? We can do that. But nope, it's not that. We're using a third party, like a global company that is known in this field that will do the verification. So we don't touch anything from on passive. We're not going to do any shortcut or copy or trick or cheat or none of that. All right. So we're not using any of that. It's a different one. You will recognize it. You are going to have to do that. If anybody doesn't do the KYC, the verification process, you're going to be verified. Okay. If they don't do it, would they have access to the information? Nope. Nada. Zilch. Okay. No. And the information shared there, it will be exclusive. Collins Mann, pay attention. All right. Previously, any clown could go and start streaming from our media, all of that, right? They could do that. Here, we have a genius mechanism to trace invisibly, to trace everybody, and they will try, and I want them to try. So we want to make sure that everything with the disclaimer, and we're going to have a good code of conduct. Obviously, it's not an NDA, it's not agreement. That is different in the the ultimate dream and ultimate business. But in Victor with Ash, there's a code of conduct because it's a gift to you. Okay, so that obviously, because of the legal backup we have, we will go after those who will violate. It's that simple, and they will try, and I'm okay with it, okay, because we will see, you're going to see there's a token will be floating on anything, so we will dictate and determine what can be shared and copied outside the platform. Obviously, if you want to invite somebody, right, expand your circle, quantify, or something that will be restricted. That's not cheap. That is value. We're going to give that exclusive to you. We're going to give it to not to anybody. If they want that value, sure, it's free, but they have to join you. Hunt for you. So looking ahead, okay, I just want you to know, if you could tell from my excitement and tone, forgive me, okay, excuse my over excitement maybe. What's coming next is not what you expect. And that's a good thing. Just like probably not many of you expected Victor with Ash platform. We're thinking, okay, we're going to reveal about next and how do we transition. Nope. Many of you thought we're going to migrate from passive to the next chapter. Nope. I hope you see how brilliant this step was to go. I have used the analogy. Nobody was bothered. So I thought if I say it, it could intimidate somebody or offend. If you do, I apologize. I don't mean to offend you. But just for the analogy, have fun with it. Okay, let's be open-minded. Think of it as a tunnel, like, the car wash tube that we have to go through. We're going to all have a good shower. Let go of the past. Get fresh and pretty. So we go to the beautiful dream. Does that make sense? When you have something important, don't you shower and get ready and all that? So it's no offense to anyone, right? I just cannot emphasize enough to share with you the level of accuracy and advancement, okay, in our development. You're going to start to, are we going to have this, this, that, cut. Nothing from the past. A whole new, brand new vehicle, not what you think. Do you follow me so far? All you have to do is ride along. It's either you play or pass. You don't have to come with us. We're not going to really push it. This is what we're doing. If you see this could be a value for you, not going to disappoint you. So instructions, expect to see the link in a few days in the back office. We're going to now allow you a couple of days to sink in and digest this information. I know it's packed. Okay, that's okay. You're going to get it. So everybody is on the same page. The link for the application will be in the ecosystem, and that's the last link between the two. Then after that, we close it. We go through Victory with Ash, exclusive to you or those top positions, the qualifiers, okay, the qualified people, and then you can own the world, hold it in your palm. The value is, let me put it this way, okay? You're going to think, Ash, this alone, I could pay for it. This is already a business that I'm giving it to you as a gift, okay? Well, it's telling. If this gift was so much value, and you're going to see the change, the evolution, the transitioning, and the transformation, not only in our mindset, but also the skill level, the ability to be more effective and productive, okay? When you see that, you can only imagine what will be the dream business. That it will be a paid vehicle. All right. Code of conduct is monitored by legal team. It's not nice, silly, cute, naive Ash, okay? People who get paid, they have a salary that we have to justify. I hope you understand that this momentum that we're having is merely because of our gratitude to you, because of our faith in our unity. That's the only way to a brighter future. Forget everything we disagree on. We don't have to agree on everything, but let's be united for a better and brighter future to uplift humanity together. We can make a difference. Why? Because we're not just accepting the status quo, okay? We're not just saying, oh, okay, well, this is the frame, we're gonna follow the rules and all of that. I don't care about that. I'm not breaking the law, but I'm not necessarily accepting an outdated, ridiculous restriction or frame to my capacity, to my ability, just because somebody put it out there, all right? I will not hurt anybody, not on my dead body, okay? It's not gonna happen that way. But if something doesn't make sense, I don't have to inherit it. We can be self-sufficient and efficient like Susie. Independently, in unity, we can make a difference. Where do we go? Hashtag Victory with Ash. All right? And now you can all change your YouTube channel. Now, we were in the vague area, right? In that weak core or belly, right? That we have, jiggly, all that. Now we're gonna have a six-pack because that connection is a solid core. We can say where we're going. Victory with Ash. That's where we meet. Hashtag Victory with Ash. Come there and follow me there. You're gonna have a link as an affiliate link, if you wish. You can invite people through your link, and you have the tools, and you have knowledge and education and every resource you need to be super prepared for the ultimate business. My goodness, does this get any better? Okay. So now, oh boy, anybody can smell it?
I'm smelling it.
I can feel it. Yeah.
The smell of success.
You don't know how proud I am. You could feel, okay, how determined I am
the chart.
to you know to finish what we've started. This is where it begins. Victory with Ash. This is where we're going to finish the job. We're not quitting, not going anywhere. Now we begin, okay, to achieve our big, bold, beautiful shared dream. Are you with me? Who's ready
I'm
to
ready.
make a difference? Okay, who's ready? Now, I'm going to give you an example just for fun because I have maybe a couple of minutes, and then I think some of you maybe read Susie have an announcement about a private meeting. Right after this, we'll take a break and go. Okay, but I want to share a couple of things with you. Okay, if you allow me. As of yesterday, we've completed a new marketing system. Remember, we're not using old, outdated methodology. It's a new era. We're using some intelligent, innovative, and creative tools and methods that we believe and we tried that they make a difference. Okay. Anybody believe that the 5.5 billion people online, they watch videos like YouTube videos? Yeah, everybody. Okay. So this will rock your world if you get it. Collins, again, I'm going to call you, okay? Not the security. Now we're going to talk about the mechanics of doing it with the price right. Everything is monopoly, everything overpriced, everything is complicated. Okay, though there are some things are technically not possible or not a realistic cost, so they will not be given a reasonable, practical ROI, return on the investment, if you pay for them. All right? So if you're selling something for $10, could you put an ad, for example, like $500,000? Like, I don't know. I made a ridiculous example. Okay. If your return at most would be $10 or I don't know, $1,000. You're not going to pay hundreds of thousands. Okay. But if you pay a little, tiny, okay, and you get multiple time, 10x or 100x of your investment. It gets better. What if Ash is willing to invest on your behalf? Let me give you an example. All right. Just for fun, I'm willing to allow you key in your YouTube, whether you have 50 people or 50,000 or 100,000 or 105,000, like Gersminder, Dylan. Or even if you have 13, like Chris Johnson. You put in your channel, we go, not using Zoom, I'm talking about later, okay? We have the ability to live stream on unlimited amount of channels. Now watch this, okay? I'm not talking about 1,000. I'm not talking about 3,000. If we decide we're going to lead the world with 10,000 of you, those who qualify first, top placement and in Victory with Ash, 10,000 lives, YouTube channels. At the same time, one work 10,000 times. From 50 followers, subscribers, and up. We do the work. We'll share with you material that you can post or on your community to acknowledge or announce upcoming live event. I'm not going to be the only one. We're going to get the experts, the talented people to do the work. And we do a presentation and we sell whatever product, okay? Say the next business. You would have your link in the description and we say, hey, my description is in the link below. We're talking on your behalf. You could be on a big, fat RV cruising around the country and somebody's doing that work on your behalf, and people will be clicking, all of your followers, whether thousands or hundreds or tens of thousands or more, will be invited to click and buy your stuff. Oh, did I say YouTube? Oh, that's another revenue channel. We'll be making you money in YouTube. This is not a promise, disclaimer. Hello, hello. Pay attention, slow down. I'm just inviting you to imagine the possibilities based on the reality and the actual facts that we've achieved as of now. We have the ability to live stream. It will cost us peanuts. Not going to break the bank, but I'll take it. I'll take it. So collectively, one live, 10,000 channels, 1,000 channels, they're following hundreds of thousands. One work, maximizing your monetization and revenue on YouTube or whatever medium we're using. YouTube pays good, not bad. And selling your stuff on your behalf. Holy cannoli. With extra cheese and ravioli, if you like it. So that's one thing. So everybody's going to move along to Victory with Ash? Absolutely not. From Unpassive. Nope. It's a privilege. By invitation only. Your input in the application will determine if you be from the first positions, top positions in Victory with Ash. Nothing complicated. Not going to be able to make things up and all that realistic thing. You could all qualify if the data says that. But we're going to start with somebody. Are we migrating? So let me be very clear. Okay, if somebody gets that position, code of conduct is going to be like this. And they're going to tell me, oh, I've had 75 IDs. Okay, that's something I get it from some of my people in Delhi or Bangalore or anyway. They tell me this, okay, or Hyderabad. They tell me, Ash, sir, I have 80 IDs. I have this ID. No, they mean accounts, not cloning that. We said we're going to reset fresh. If you have the ability, if you communicate with them, you will have the ability to move them over. So are you going to complain? That's a violation for the code of conduct. Pass. Adios, hasta la vista, baby. So that's it. I have to say it. Now, we are on time to give that link. We're going to give you a few days, very clear. When that form is done, we quickly will process the results. In return, give you the link to join Victory with Ash. You go to the back office, which is being perfected. We could open it as of tomorrow, but it's being perfected. And then immediately we're going to have calendar, schedule, what to do, all of that. You go to work, you do that. Okay. So it's all in your hands. Okay. Play or pass. All right. My good young brother, he's handsome, like Chris Johnson, taught me the story of it's all in your hands. Have you heard that story before? There was a wise man, okay, going to share his wisdom and spread his ideology across many villages. You go to a village, gather with the villagers, and preach and, share his wisdom with them. Doing it over. He's inspiring them. He's uplifting them. He became popular. One day, he's one of the villages. In that village, particular village, there's a guy that is a little arrogant. He was simply jealous of the wise man. He thinks he wants to somehow push back that wise man. So how can we stop him coming to our village and all of that? That's the bad guy. That's the arrogant guy. Okay. So he thought, okay, one day he thought of a plot to get a bird and ask the wise man, is the bird dead in my hand? The bird in my hand, is it dead or alive? In his sick mind, he's thinking, if he says it's alive, okay, he's going to squeeze it and choke it and say, oh, it's dead. If he says it's dead, it's held in his hand and he's going to let it go free. So either way, anyway, he's going to prove him wrong. That's his plan. But he's a wise man. So the day comes, he goes to that village. That guy had his bird in his hand and ready to do his crime. Evil mind. So he goes, wise man, I have a bird in my hand. Is it dead or alive? He knew. He said, it's all in your hand. So there are people, no matter what we do, they're going to say what? It's bad. It doesn't work. It's dead. They're going to say, no, it's alive. You say, it's alive. No, it's dead. It's good. No, it's bad. It's no matter what you do, it's in their hands. So it's in your hands. Are you going to play or are you going to pass? Are you ready to break the records? Are you ready to have fun?
Let's go.
Are you ready to shape the internet? Reshape it.
Woohoo! We are
Redefine
ready.
the digital world.
Yes.
It's back to you. I am done. I have to find something that will contain me. But the days ahead, nothing short of excitement and learning and fun. And oh boy, okay. So
Thank you, Mr. Ash. Thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
It's my pleasure. And
Thanks, Ogling.
I'm ready.